So a couple of days ago, as I was sitting in the exact desk you're looking at right now, I remember I was doing some work and I was using this notebook in particular. Now, I use this notebook to write down mainly all the tasks I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, right? So all you need to know is that at the end of every single day, I write down what I'm gonna do for the next day. Pretty simple, right? If you thought that's what the video was gonna be about, then you couldn't be more wrong. But as I was writing down all the tasks, right? As I was just writing down, as I said, everything I need to do for tomorrow, I quickly realized, wait, when was the last time I actually took the time to do some journaling? And as I started to think about it, I quickly realized that I haven't journaled in ages. Why not do it right now? And if you thought that that's what I'm gonna talk about today, then you were wrong too. I'm cooking your attention span with this one. But yeah, as I said, I was just journaling. I was just writing down whatever was on my mind. I spent a solid hour and a half doing it. And the beautiful part is that right at the end of it, as I was doing as I was done with a 1.5 journaling session, I think at like 1 a.m. because it was in the weekend, I just sat down. And as I was having these like deep thoughts, you know how journaling works, right? It's like your mind enters another dimension. I just quickly realized how many negative thoughts I actually had floating in my mind. Subconsciously, that is. I had them there were way more than I thought they would. So one thing that I just did after the journaling session, yes, now I'm getting to the point. One thing that I did at the end of the session that genuinely helped me, like downright helped me, and I'm pretty sure this is something you might have already heard of. I don't blame you if you already heard about it, but it's just the fact that it's so forgotten. Like, I'm pretty sure you have, the last time you watched a video on this topic was literally years ago. If you're like deeper into self-improvement, right? The last time you've heard about this shit was months, if not years ago, but trust me, this stuff actually works. And literally all I did is, as I was done with journaling, I just dropped the pen. There are too many funny moments in this video. As I was done journaling, I took just one extra page to write down all of the things I'm grateful for. All of the achievements I've achieved this year, because it's December at the time I'm recording this, right? So I'm kind of trying to summarize the whole year. And I was just thinking about the improvements that I made in my physique. I was thinking about the progress with YouTube, all of the things that happened. And I just realized just how many things I've actually accomplished this year and how many reasons I have to be grateful. Not just for myself, I was journaling about others too, about the friends that I have alongside me, about the people, all of the wonderful people that are around me. I just started to write down everything. And honestly, doing this little exercise, I guess, really allowed me to just open my mind towards more positive things. Now, I used to gratitude journal in the past, but for some reason I just stopped. I can't tell you why. Probably at one point, I was just like doing it, just like writing it down. I was like, man, I'm just writing the same things over and over. It's pointless. So I most likely quit. I can't tell you why I stopped doing it exactly, but knowing myself and how I can be sometimes, yeah, that's probably what I ended up doing. And now that I've came back to it after a solid break, this like, dude, if only I could just put my brain inside of yours and like screen share the thoughts I have, because it's like, I don't blame you if you don't believe me when I tell you this stuff works. This kind of sounds guru and kind of like manifestations, affirmations, sounds like magic stuff if you've never done it before. But if this is your first time here, even if you've done journaling, gratitude journaling specifically in the past, this stuff just works. It might not work the first time you do it, but as you start to develop this mindset of being grateful for all the things that are in front of you, it changes your perspective. Because you can be put in literally some of the most stressing, difficult situations, and your mind, instead of like suggesting you negative thoughts, all of that, it'll look from lessons that have happened in that story. I know that there are probably things that are occurring in your life that they're too big for you to think about your little gratitude journaling, right? I don't blame you. But with everything that happens to your life, there are lessons. Every event, whether if it's positive or negative, there's always a lesson from it at the end. And some people are, I'm just gonna say by its name, some people are just downright too blinded in their own overthinking that they don't actually find the lessons in between those events. They're just gonna be too busy thinking about, oh my God, I wish that thing didn't happen to me. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. And then they just keep wishing and wishing instead of actually learning. How about you actually take the things that God has given to you, whether if they look positive or not, and always look for the positives. Does being optimistic always the best? Not necessarily, but I would much rather be an optimistic guy, always walking around with a smile, than if I was just pessimistic. Get this negative stuff out of here. This is like downright annoying. I'm just gonna give you a random example here. Imagine that you are an employee. Which boss would you rather work for? A boss who's cheerful, who's motivating, who actually helps you get the work done? Or a guy who just sits there and he's like, we've made 20 sales today. It's like, that's boring. That's boring. I'm just gonna call things by its name. I'm sick of it. Take the time to actually appreciate where you are right now. Because your ego will either want to go back to the past when you were at your peak, or it'll be too busy visualizing just how good you'll be later down the line. But what matters right now is that you appreciate the person who you are today. Because let me just remind you that the person who you are right now, whether if you like him or not, this is the version of you that will make the best version of you come to life. So if your relationship with that version of you is not right, if it's fucked up, it's like a relationship with anybody else. The fruits of a relationship only come out when it's strong, when the bond is visible, and it's just like, okay, I'm yapping. I'm yapping, but you get the point. When it's downright strong, that's when friendships start to see their fruits. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure it's starting to already somewhat click in your mind. At least I hope so. Because I really didn't want to waste your time here. I genuinely think this stuff works. But yeah, you're free to do whatever you think is right. If you want to talk to me directly, if you want a downright proof that I'm not just a guy behind the screen and I'm actually trying to help people out, join the Discord server. You'll get multiple opportunities to talk to me directly, whether if that's on our text messages, text channels, or you can hop on our weekly calls. They're hella fun. We get around 10 people per call, and it's an undescribable experience, okay? You learn and you have fun at the same time. Genuinely, what's the point of you not even giving it a shot if it's free? Discord's always been free. That just makes me sound even more like a salesman, right? So once again, I don't blame you. You can click all the videos if you want to. As I said, I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Do whatever you think is right. And just so that I can get extra few minutes of watch time, because you know how it is. I'm a YouTuber at the end of the day. Comment the word cat if you made it to this point of the video. I feel like I do this at every point of the video. It's like I just give you a random 5 seconds of my cat so I can get extra minutes in my videos. But okay, yeah, you can click off right now. Peace, brother. I'll see you in the next one.